Hola! Hello, welcome to our lesson today. You'll need some equipment to help you with your learning today. First of all, some paper to write on and a pen or a pencil to write with. You'll also need a pair of scissors and some colouring pens or colouring pencils. So if you don't have those things in front of you now, just pause the video, pop and get them, and then press play again when you're ready to continue. Today, then, we're going to be making absolutely sure that you can say and understand those six parts of the verb ir. Remember, ir is to go. And we're going to practice some more saying where I or someone else is going and how they are getting there. And we're going to be looking at a poem as well to help us to do that. First of all, let's just have a practice of those subject pronouns and our verb forms. Escuchad y repetid. I, you, he, she, we, you, they. I, you, he, she, we, you, they. I, you, he, she, we, you, they. And then the verb forms that go with them. Escuchad y repetid. Voy, vas, va, vamos, vais, van. Voy, vas, va, vamos, vais, van. Voy, vas, va, vamos, vais, van. Now, let's see if you can remember which one goes where and what they mean. So here we have ir, the verb to go. So you've got the Spanish column on the left, the English column on the right. You've got all of the words that you need in the clouds. All you need to do is to put all the words in the right places. So pause the video, put everything in the right place on the grid in the right order, most importantly. Pause to do that and then press play when you're ready to see the answers. So, do you have all of the words from the clouds in the right place in the grid? Let's have a look. So, on the left-hand side in the Spanish, you should have voy, vas, va, vamos, vais, van. And then on the right-hand side, on the English side, you should have I go, you go, then he goes and she goes in the same box. We go, you go, and they go. And that is the verb in the right order. Whenever you see it listed in a grammar book, in a dictionary, on a website, it'll be listed in that order. Now, here are some pictures. They're showing who is doing the going, where they're going, and how they are getting there. We're going to do a little bit of listening practice with this. So, first of all, just quickly pause the video and number 1 to 8, and then come back when you're ready to do the listening. Okay, so if you numbered 1 to 8, what we're going to do, I'm going to read a question for you. I'm going to read a sentence, and what you need to do is to work out which picture this goes with and write down the letter. Okay? So let's do the first one together. The first one is van a la estación en autobús. Van a la estación en autobús. So which letter do you think goes with that sentence? Van a la estación en autobús. Have you spotted it? That's right, it's letter H because you heard estación and you heard autobús, and they're pointing to those two people far away, so that is van. Let's have a go at number 2. ¿Vais al banco en moto? ¿Vais al banco en moto? ¿Vais al banco en moto? Number 3. Va a la biblioteca a pie. Va a la biblioteca a pie. Va a la biblioteca a pie. You can always pause the video at any time if you want some more time to look for the answer. Number 4. ¿Vas a la plaza en barco? ¿Vas a la plaza en barco? ¿Vas a la plaza en barco? Number 5. Vamos a la iglesia a caballo. Vamos a la iglesia a caballo. Vamos a la iglesia a caballo. Number 6. Va al río en tren. Va al río en tren. Va al río en tren. Number 7. Voy al mercado en cohete. Voy al mercado en cohete. Voy al mercado en cohete. And number 8. Vamos al supermercado en avión. Vamos al supermercado en avión. Vamos al supermercado en avión. Right then, let's have a look at the answers so we know that the first one, van a la estación en autobús, was letter H. Number 2 was vais al banco en moto. Vais al banco en moto, which was letter B. And you can always tell the question ones because your voice has to go up at the end when you're asking a question in Spanish. Number 3, va a la biblioteca a pie, was letter D. Number 4, vas a la plaza en barco, letter G. Number 5, vamos a la iglesia a caballo, letter E. Number 6, va al río en tren, letter A. Number 7, voy al mercado en cohete, letter F. And finally, number 8, vamos al supermercado en avión, was letter C. How did you get on? Did you get some of those right? Fantastic. Now, here we have some waves. We've got 4 waves there, and each wave has hidden inside it a sentence to say somebody is going, where they're going, and how they're getting there. What I would like you to do is to pause the video, see if you can find those 4 sentences, one in each wave, and then press play again when you're ready to see if you got them right. Do you think you found them? Let's have a look. So, in the first wave, the sentence is just here and it says, Voy al mercado en bici. In the second wave, the sentence is just here. It says, Vamos a la cafetería en autobús. The third sentence in the third wave is this one here, and it says, Los chicos van al colegio a pie. Did you get the los chicos bit at the beginning? That's telling you exactly who's going because van is just they go, but los chicos, van is the boys go. It's being really specific. And in the fourth wave, there was something that might have given you a clue. There was a capital letter. So the sentence that we get for this one was Elena va a la biblioteca en moto. Elena goes to the library by motorbike. So the capital letter on Elena hopefully gave you a clue there. Remember what we were saying about what we have to do and which verb form we have to choose when there are names in the sentence. And we've just seen a couple of examples in those waves there. So if we have Carlos do we have to choose voy, vas, va, vamos, vais, or van? Can you remember? We choose va, don't we? Because Carlos is a he and we need he goes. What about Elena? You just saw it in the waves there. She is va as well. It said Elena va, so she goes. What about if they're both in the sentence together? Carlos y Elena. Need van because they go. They two of them go, don't they? Then Elena y yo. Can you remember what person it is if we have y yo in there? So vamos. As soon as you put yourself, yo, into that sentence with somebody else, that's going to be we. So you and somebody else makes we, vamos. Then when you ask a question to one person, like Elena, you would need vas, because she's you, but she's you singular. And if you're asking a question to two people or more, like Elena y Carlos, that would be vais, because that's you, but plural. Now, here we have a poem, but it's got 6 different words missing. And the 6 different words that are missing are all parts of the verb ir. So they're all potentially voy, vas, va, vamos, vais, or van. Now, what I would like you to do is to pause the video and see if you can work out, looking for the clues in the rest of the sentence, see if you can work out which part of the verb we are going to need each time. Then press play when you're ready to continue. So, do you think that you've got a part of ir, voy, vas, va, vamos, vais, or van in each of those spaces? Just to give you a little bit of extra help, I'm going to read the poem to you, and then you can listen and check your work, or that might help you to get one that you're not sure of. So, are you ready to listen and check? Here we go. Lunes, Carlos va al castillo a pie. Martes, Ana va a la playa en coche. Mi padre y yo vamos al museo en moto y a las 10 yo voy al colegio en barco. El finde mis amigos no van a la estación, pero van al restaurante en cohete y en avión. So did that help you to get some of them in the right place? Let's have a look at the answers. So number 1, lunes Carlos va. Number 2, martes Ana va, because they're both names, aren't they? So Carlos goes, Ana goes. Then number 3, we've got mi padre y yo, so my father and I, vamos. Then the next one, a las 10, yo. We already know that yo is I, but I'm not with any other person, so that would be voy. And in the last verse, el fin de mis amigos, my friends, no van, they don't go, a la estación, pero van al restaurante. So they don't go to the station, but they do go to the restaurant. Now, we're going to have a go at saying the whole poem. It's actually quite straightforward because it's made of sentences like the ones we've been making for the last few weeks. Let's have a go at the first verse. Escuchad y repetid. Lunes Carlos va. Lunes Carlos va. Al castillo a pie. Al castillo a pie. So on Monday, Carlos goes, and you can see a picture on the left there of where he goes. He goes to the castle, doesn't he, on foot. Let's try that whole line. Are you ready together? Lunes Carlos va al castillo a pie. Let's try the next couple. Escuchad y repetid. Martes Ana va. Martes Ana va a la playa en coche. A la playa en coche. So on Tuesday, Anna goes to the beach by car. Let's try that whole verse together. Are you ready? Here we go. Lunes Carlos va al castillo a pie. Martes Ana va a la playa en coche. Let's try it once more. Lunes Carlos va al castillo a pie. Martes Ana va a la playa en coche. There we are. There's the first verse. Let's look at verse number 2. Escuchad y repetid. Mi padre y yo vamos. Mi padre y yo vamos al museo en moto. Al museo en moto. So my father and I go to the museum by motorbike. Let's have a go at the other two lines. Escuchad y repetid. Y a las 10 yo voy. Y a las 10 yo voy al colegio en barco. Al colegio en barco. So, and at 10 o'clock, I go to school by boat. Of course you do. Let's try that whole verse together. Are you ready? Here we go. Mi padre y yo vamos al museo en moto y a las 10 yo voy al colegio en barco. Very good. Let's try it one more time. Mi padre y yo vamos al museo en moto y a las 10 yo voy al colegio en barco. There's one more verse. Here it is. And it's saying what happens at the weekend. El fin de is the short form for fin de semana, end of the week. It means the weekend. Escuchad y repetid. El fin de mis amigos. El fin de mis amigos no van a la estación. No van a la estación, pero van al restaurante. Pero van al restaurante en cohete y en avión. En cohete y en avión. Let's try this verse, shall we? Here we go. El fin de mis amigos no van a la estación, pero van al restaurante en cohete y en avión. Let's try it one more time. El fin de mis amigos no van a la estación, pero van al restaurante en cohete y en avión. Time to see the whole thing, I think. Are you ready to read it all the way through? So the title is ¿A dónde vas? And it says underneath un poema. So un poema is one of those really unusual Spanish words that ends in a but is masculine. Are we ready? Here we go. ¿A dónde vas? Un poema. Lunes, Carlos va al castillo a pie. Martes, Ana va a la playa en coche. Mi padre y yo vamos al museo en moto y a las 10 yo voy al colegio en barco. El fin de mis amigos no van a la estación, pero van al restaurante en cohete y en avión. How did you get on? Shall we try it once more? It's called ¿A dónde vas? ¿A dónde vas? Un poema. Lunes, Carlos va al castillo a pie. Martes, Ana va a la playa en coche. Mi padre y yo vamos al museo en moto y a las 10 yo voy al colegio en barco. El fin de mis amigos no van a la estación, pero van al restaurante en cohete y en avión. How did you get on that time? If you think you need a bit more practice of saying the poem, then you can always rewind the video and have another go. Now, we have here a sentence builder, which is going to help us to put together lots of lovely sentences saying who's doing the going, where they're going, and how they are getting there. And what we're going to do is we're going to put those sentences into a mini book. So to make your mini book, you're going to need a piece of paper, and you will also need your scissors for this as well. So you've made these a few times before. Let's just take you through the steps again. So take your piece of paper and fold it in half like you're making a birthday card. Here we are, make those folds nice and crisp. Then fold it in the same direction again to make, if you like, a long skinny birthday card. It'll end up a kind of bookmark shape. There we are. Next thing you need to do is to fold it in half one more time, but in the opposite direction. So we're folding it in half this way this time. This fold's a little bit tricky to make because it's quite thick. There's lots of layers. I'm just going to use my table to get a good fold. There we are. So remember, that's the size, isn't it, of one of your pages. Then unfold the last two folds. So we unfold once and unfold twice. And the next bit, very important, you need to know where your fold is. This is the fold here. If you make it like a tent, okay, make sure you know where your fold is because you're going to cut from the fold to the center where the two folds cross. So from the fold to the center. If you cut from the edge to the center, it's not going to work. So you need to get your scissors and cut from the fold. Okay, my fold is now here. From the fold to the center. Okay, from the fold to the center. Don't go past the center or it'll just fall to pieces. Now, next stage, open it up all the way. You've got a piece of paper with a hole in the middle. Next, fold it in half the opposite way. And then, one end in each hand, push your hands together, and that makes your pages. Fold it round, and there's your mini book. So you've got your front cover where your title's going to go. Then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages, and the back page. So here's the sentence builder again that's going to help you to make your sentences. You're going to be starting off on the left-hand side there with part of the verb to go. Voy, vas, va, vamos, vais, or van. And if you want to, you can put some names in there to say exactly who's doing the going. And the very, very far left column underneath the aeroplane shows you how to do that. So say who's going, then follow the arrows and choose a place. You've got one row for masculine places, one row for feminine places, and then put a transport on the end. So, for example, if I wanted to say Elena goes to the museum by bus, I would go Elena va al museo en autobús, following the arrows. Can you see at the top? You also have some really good core vocabulary that's going to help you to join sentences together and to add in some extra detail. So you've got your conjunctions, y, también, and also, which do a similar job in a sentence. You've got pero and sin embargo, but and however, they do a similar job in a sentence too, don't they? To help you to sequence your sentences, we've got luego for then. So first one thing happens, then something else. And also you can use después, which means after that. So I could have said, Elena va al museo en autobús y después, and then afterwards, and then say another sentence. You could also put in another person using con, with. So Elena va al museo en autobús con Carlos. So Elena goes to the museum by bus with Carlos. Finally, at the top there, you could make it negative. We saw some negatives in the poem, didn't we? Not than. So if you want to make any of those verb forms negative, all you do is you pop a no before it. So I don't go, no voy. They don't go, no van. We don't go, no vamos, and so on. So in your mini book, have a go, just like the one that we read together before. Put one sentence on each of the pages and then have a go also at doing an illustration to go with it. Have fun with it. So pause the video now, have a go at that, and then press play when you're ready to continue. So did you have fun making your mini book? Have you got some really fun sentences and some fun illustrations to go with them? Well done. Muy bien. Adios. See you next time.